Hi everyone, my name is Felipa, and today is day 92 of my 365-day journey to complete this Bible and reading a piece and a section every single day. So we have Asa passing away and his son Jehoshaphat reigning in his stead, and he is now the king of Judah. And so he builds cities, he strengthens Israel, and interestingly here too, it says that in the third year of his reign, he sent his princess, including Levites and things like that, and they taught in Judah and had the book of the law of the Lord with them and went about throughout all the cities of Judah and taught the people. So this is the first time something like this is mentioned in the Bible, where it's a king who is actually sending out people to read the law of the Lord and to teach people about it. So I think that that's really clever and very important. I mean, you're expecting people to understand the word of the law, his commandments, following in his path. But if nobody's out there on the ground teaching them all the time about it, then, they might listen, they might not. And so I think that that's really clever. So then some of Judah's enemies, says being afraid of God, bring presents and tribute. So, people are hearing how God is helping the kingdom of Judah. And so people like the Philistines even and the Arabians bring all these like flocks and goats and things like that. And they shower the king of Judah with all of these wonderful things. Jehoshaphat makes an alliance with Ahab, so the king of Israel. He asks him, "Will you go with me to Ramoth Gilead?" And he answers him, "Yes, I will go." And then there is a prophet that they ask, "Will we prosper if we go and fight out there?" And so Jehoshaphat said, "Is there not a prophet here who can advise us?" And Ahab, the king of Israel, said, "There is one, but he always says," he's like, "I hate him because he never prophesies good onto me, but always evil." It says the same is Micaiah, the son of Imlah. And then Jehoshaphat still sends for him. This prophet comes by and he says, "As the Lord liveth, even what my God saith, I will speak." And he says, "I see all Israel scattered upon the mountains, as sheep that have no shepherd. And the Lord said, These have no master, let them return therefore every man to his house in peace," meaning that they will not prosper in the battle. And the king of Israel said to Jehoshaphat, "Did I not tell thee that he would not prophesy good unto me, but evil?" So he's pissed off that this prophet didn't abide by him, and so he kind of banishes him to a prison. And the prophet just says, "It's not my God that speaks to me. If you shall prosper, and if you don't, and if you do win this battle, but I'm telling you, God spoke through to me, and he said that you will not win." And so they go into this battle, and it's against the Syrians and the king of Israel. So Ahab, he disguised himself to go into the battle. And the king of Syria says to his men, "Don't fight with all the soldiers, just go after the captain, go after the king, go after Ahab." And long story short, he's wounded. He ends up dying. And here we have Jehoshaphat's instruction to the judges. So he sets all of the judges throughout the land and throughout the cities, and he says to his judges, "Take heed what ye do, for ye judge not for man, but for the Lord, who is with you in the judgment." So he's even saying to his judges, like, you're going to judge over people, but it is not up to you to see that as an extension of your own power. You are judging with God in mind, and God is with you in the judgment. So this isn't like, don't get all high and mighty about it. And he then proclaims a fast for the Lord to say thank you for everything that he's done, but also because there is the children of Moab and the children of Ammon came up against them to fight with them. And so Jehoshaphat proclaims a feast and prays to the God and says, "Please help us. Let not this enemy destroy us." And that's what happens. God protects them, and he slays all of the Moabs and the all of the Moabs and the Ammonites. And so this last section here, Jehoshaphat defeats Judah's enemies. So with the help, obviously, of God, they go against the Ammon, the Moab, and Mount Seir, and they are all slayed. And the king of Judah takes all of the spoils of these dead people, and it takes them 3 whole days to gather the spoils because it was so much. And it says every man of Judah and Jerusalem returned back to Jerusalem with joy, and they are very, very happy and very pleased with God. And it ends on this section saying, and the fear of God was on all the kingdoms of those countries when they had heard that the Lord fought against the enemies of Israel. And the realm of Jehoshaphat was quiet, for his God gave him rest round about. And then this last section saying that his reign over Judah, he was 30 and 5 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 20 and 5 years in Jerusalem. And these are the acts of him that are recorded in this Bible. So I am done on this section today. Tomorrow's day 93. I start on chapter 21, where Jehoram becomes king of Judah. So I will let you know what I learned then. Thank you for listening.